Okay, sorry about that, guys. False start. Ace of Swords in the upright, we're speaking to just doing general collective energies for the time being. And then if anyone wants to jump in the room and ask a question, they could do so as well. Let's see. Ace of Swords is about clarity, it's about victory, it's about new beginnings, it's about intellect and communication here. It's also divine blessing, divine intervention as well. So it's always a good energy to start off with. Okay, let's see what else wants to come up here. Okay, the King of Wands in the reverse. This could be a Cancerian or a Leo. This represents kindness and warmth. That's how I read this card, kindness and warmth. I know it's not like salacious and sexy and all. I don't really read like that. You could go to other readers for that nonsense. But it is what it is. I try to keep it real in my own way. But Strength card in the reverse. It's about inner discipline, something of that nature. Okay, I see some traveling energy here. Learning about some tactile action that you could take. Still kind of learning about some tactile, could be an instrument, could be a location, something of that nature. Okay, I do see some concern here over financial matters possibly. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, sorry, I was all up in that camera. I got my laptop that I'm using here, so I knocked it. I see the worry and the concern here, but it's so funny because there's one thing about being in it and worrying. If you're worrying about finances or whatever, everything always ends up working out somehow. That's what I've learned. It's one thing to know that, but it's another thing to act as if or live about that. I think that's another kind of, quick rule of thumb as far as manifestation is to kind of live as if you have everything already that you want, in which case you're kind of just walking in gratitude because you're really just tripping off of your own imagination in a good way. And of course, from the 3D perspective, that sounds delusional, but not if it's just in regards to what energy you're vibrating at. I mean, reality itself is insane. So it's like, who's to judge, how you're carrying your energy? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, this is carving your own path, going against the grain. Okay, there's going to be a lot of success in doing so. A lot of success in doing so. Possible travel too is what I see here. Could be on the fence in regards to relocating for some, or a job. You're not being compensated properly. I do see celebration here. 1 second, let me turn on the air conditioning. It's hot. It's hot under these lights. I see celebration here with the 3 of Cups in the upright. I also see radio silence from family or friends. It's not something that you could manifest or work, so to speak. You just gotta let it die out. You gotta let these energies cycle out. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just this big kind of karmic chapter or cycle that's playing out, like in this death energy, closing chapters or cycles here. And it's really not necessarily getting them. It's anything that you could concretely do with the Magician card here, as much as just kind of like waiting out a spell. But even in doing that, it allows you to manifest in different ways. We were talking deep breaths, from the center of your being, acting as if, I think that there's a lot of work that can be done in the non-traditional magician type manifestation kind of method, more of the kind of subtle, nuanced methods that we speak to here on this channel. But like I said, that kind of like higher path, like that's not sexy. It's not salacious. It's not like, oh girl, someone's, chasing after my man, or like, it's not like that. And, it's like, if it's a matter of like, oh, you get all the followers that you want, but you're at that level, it's like, well, apparently I didn't pick that for my soul contract. Apparently I picked a higher level, but I feel as though that higher level to the viewers, they just, I just feel like they want, like raunchy entertainment. And don't get me wrong, like there are some readers that I can sit back and listen to, and it's interesting, but it might just be lip service, at the end of the day. It might just be the same stuff at the end of the day. And I don't know that, in a way, I think, all tarot channels are kind of like that. But I think here we at least kind of speak to just practices that you could partake in and different ways of looking at things. Okay. So let's move around the wheel because we are kind of somewhat working a series here. We stopped at the 4th house last time. Let's rock with the 5th house. This is, interestingly enough, it is the house of romance, love affairs, play. It's the house of Leo, the house of the sun, creativity, fertility, childlike spirit, joy, self-expression, drama. So I can pull some cards for each of those keywords. And we'll see what wants to come out, if anything. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Let's see if anything else come out. So the first word in the 5th house, again, you don't have to be a Leo, but let's see, it's romance. So anything wants to come up for romance? Since no one's in the room, I'm going to obviously take this for me. But if somebody's in the room, feel free to apply if it resonates. If you're watching on the replay, feel free to apply it to yourself if it resonates. For romance, we have Justice in the reverse. So you could be feeling as though that you're not having as much action in the romantic department, but that's not to say that you can't do romantic things. That's not to say that you can't write music or poetry or anything of that nature. A lot about manifestation is tapping into the frequency of that which is kind of outside of yourself, so to speak. So that has to do with, finding new ways to be romantic, or tapping into the poetic is how I like to call it. Then you could do that. And that'll serve, just as well for now, until there is maybe a more kind of externalized physical version of that in a significant other. Or it could even be trying to reignite the spark of romance in relationship if you're in relationship already. That's the great irony, right? Is that romance can still be run out of when you're in a relationship. Let's see, for love. What's coming out for love? 9 of Pentacles in the upright. There's a love for freedom. There's a love for financial independence, liberation. I think you're looking good. I think you're coming across as attractive as well. There's a category called affairs here. So if anyone's having an affair. Yep. Going against the grain here. Falling out of relationship here. Libra, Scorpio energy. Yeesh. Could have happened in the past. Someone's trying to sweep it under the rug here, trying to act as if nothing happened. But I'm laughing because it's for the affairs. I pulled Libra, Scorpio energy, which is actually energy of a specific family member that I know. I'm not gonna throw any shade, but let's talk about salacious. So let's continue on with these categories. So that was affairs. Let's say for the next word in this category is play. Let's see what wants to come out for play. Feel free to take it if it resonates. I do see some emotional stagnancy here. You might want to infuse your life with as much play as possible. Play and performance and just kind of like fun, the expression of fun and the energy and the element of play. Could be playing a sport, something that allows you to kind of be creative and expressive. Speaking of creative, the next word is creativity. Not seeing a future with your creative endeavors. You may want to take more seriously your kind of concrete plans for a creative project, from A to Z is what I'm getting. Okay. Like, take it serious. Like, you don't have to snuff it off. For fertility, let's see. I'm not getting much for fertility here. Okay, it could just be that you're sitting on the bench for the time being. Okay, so I'm not seeing that fertility is necessarily a problem. Just going to do a blessing, release all karma, blockages, past life contracts that's blocking fertility or love or relationships or connections or intimacy to any regard. Releasing any of that, past, present, and future, inside and out, multiverses and dimensions. Because there just seems to be this big karmic circle, this big karmic block that shouldn't exist, even if it's conspiratorial or evil doers. That's what this is against, to uplift that and reject that. Because it just seems like a bigger karmic thing at times. So that's what that bell was for, to uplift that. Anything else as far as, let's see, the childlike spirit. Could be out of union, out of marriage. Could be that you're even more so able to tap into more of your childlike spirit. Let's see, for joy. Let's get one more for Job Expert. Yeah, you're able to manifest more on your time. You're not on someone else's time, is what I'm getting, which is good. Let's see for joy. For joy, the feeling of joy, joy's feeling. I see a tradition to uphold. You need to remember about something bigger than yourself when you're feeling down and out. You need to remember that you're upholding something that's bigger than yourself. I do see victory here, but you want to be mindful as to who you're getting involved with. All set. You could enjoy communication with someone, but you just want to make sure that you're coming from a good place, that you're not coming from like a deprived place where you're putting too much value on simple connections. Let's see for self-expression. Got the moon card in the upright. I'm getting like leaving the house more in regards to self-expression. That might resonate with some. Leaving the house more. Anything else? Somewhere where you could be in the spotlight more. You might run into someone while enjoying a hobby, okay, or frequent places you frequent. Let's see, anything else for drama? I like how on this channel it's a specific category. It's a specific category, drama. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. I feel like you're healthily away from drama. You've like somehow evaded a boatload of drama. Almost so much to the point where you don't even like step back and reflect. I'm like just counting all the freaking people that I've personally come across that are like yeah, I think it's almost like you have this history of like escaping and evading drama. But you've learned a lot from that. Yeah. It's made you more cautious and maybe even more introverted. But to you, there's this kind of namesake of morality, I feel, that you're upholding. And so you don't feel bad cutting out drama. Because you know there's, especially if you don't see a future with it. Yeah. Like if you don't see that something's on your path or that's not going to move forward or It's not going to grow. It's like, sure, there are some people from your past that you may want to, hear from, but you got to separate that kind of projection and that desire with, what's really good for you, you know? So I think that there's like a fine line between like what's good for us. What we want or what we idealize or something like that. So, okay. I'm trying to think. I guess we could do like a who's coming towards you. Who's coming towards you energy. Could be platonic, could be friendship related. Who's coming towards you, friendship related. That's worthy of you receiving them as a friend, I should say. Who's coming towards you, it's worthy of you receiving them as a friend, spirit. Okay, I see a Capricorn here. 4 of Pentacles in the upright. It could be someone that is just as conservative. For some of you, I feel like it might be an ex still. Like they're not able to sleep right, or they're wow. I got like a real dark storyline. That's not, it's like, it's salacious, but it's not right, is what I'm getting. It's a storyline about someone from the past reaching out to you, but it's the grounds that it's on to me is not good. I don't like it. But I'm saying this in such a way that I think it's up for interpretation. I'm not saying that this is literal, but sudden change can lead to maybe you being in a relationship more so. But this is after a period of just kind of restlessness, not seeing the future, defensiveness, and then you got like a death card here. But inevitably, it kind of leads to a relationship here. So, I mean, but it could have been something that started off as friends or platonic. Let's see, any messages for like friendship, new friendship, how to develop a new friendship, spirit? Could be new friendship that we're looking at, new friendship. Anything for new friendship? Okay. Feels like something's blocking friendship. Let's solve any blocks for friendship or new relationships. Hopefully that uplifts it, because I just feel as though that there's something being observed here, and that could be creating a block for new kind of friendship energies or something like that. So we're just trying to uplift that by ringing the bell here. Five of Swords in the reverse could be a bridge to the past, could be a bridge to the future. Okay, I do see growth here though in the money sector. Anything else in regards to friends, friendships? Could be friends from the past though that you might not want to revisit. Anything about new incoming friends, platonic relationships, business partnerships? Is the best interest spirit. Let's try to invite them, new friendships. We welcome and we invite new friendships and relationships. I feel like you're overseeing growth. You're overseeing growth of value here, and it could involve working with friends or people from the past. Yeah, and it's going to lead to the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, which is positive. It's going to lead to being financially well off and independent. Yeah, let's ring a bell for welcoming new viewers, clients, business successes and partnerships, new friends, new relationships and partnerships, things like that. What else? What about romance? Anything else? As well as welcoming success, health, abundance, divine guidance, protection, happiness and joy. We welcome all these things. What else, Spirit? What else? Twin flame. What else, Spirit? For romance, let's see. Anything for welcoming romance. We welcome success as well. New viewers. 4,000 plus watch time hours on our YouTube channel. Definitely welcome that. Okay, there is radio silence, I feel. We welcome people that are good for us and people that give us wealth. Give us value, you know what I mean? Coming on a heartbreak here. Following your inner ethic, even through times of chaos or confusion. I do feel as though that someone's gonna, in divine timing, kind of help bring love your way or offer love your way. It's not going to be something that you could necessarily pull in, but it's going to be something that kind of armors you for the sake of being able to kind of continue on. I mean, sometimes you need, that kind of boost or that motivation or that inspiration that comes in the form of a relationship, girlfriend, whatever you're into. That's what that was looking like as well. Let's see. Okay, well, we're going to leave it there for now. Might do another reading or not. I'll just leave it there for now. Okay, guys, appreciate you hanging out. Holla for more.